2018 Porsche 911 GT3 revealed, yes, it will offer a manual. An expanded palette of Porsche's best components. The Great Three-Year Angst, as it is probably totally known in Porsche circles, is nearly over. The revered 911 GT3 is back in the lineup as of this fall, and its return is refreshingly free from the controversy that accompanied the launch of its predecessor in 2014. The good news up front, after being banished 3 years ago, the manual transmission is back on the GT3's option sheet. And did we mention it has more power with nary a turbocharger in sight? Guess who's back? Back again as members of the most track-focused branch on the Porsche family tree. The GT cars came to represent the all-around performance zenith of the breed. It has also become the Porsche purist's choice, a raw, unfiltered shot of such essence served up straight, as opposed to the tech-laden and speed-focused turbos, faster and impressive machines but ones that demand less of their drivers. Porsche ruffled many feathers in 2014 by offering the GT3 only with the admittedly track-appropriate, quicker-shifting PDK dual-clutch automatic transmission. If driver involvement is the point, after all, why not offer the opportunity to select your own gears? Porsche files surely grew nervous this past year as the GT3 went on hiatus from the lineup while the 911 family was updated and turbocharged from top to bottom. Fans worried whether the GT3 would lose its wailing, high-revving flat-six, muffling its song and fury with a turbocharger, or that the manual transmission would stay dead at the altar of modernization. None of that has happened. Porsche has reaffirmed the GT3's appeal by adding a manual transmission back to the car's roster, as had been heavily insinuated, and dropping a larger displacement flat-six into its tail. Not to minimize the effort involved, but the 2018 911 GT3 really is just an intelligent combination of existing parts. The 4.0-liter six-pack, which replaces the old GT3's 3.8-liter unit, is borrowed from the hardcore outgoing 911 GT3 RS. The 6-speed manual transmission, a no-cost option, the PDK is standard, was borrowed from the ultra-limited production 911R, a model itself cobbled together from the GT3 RS's 4.0-liter engine and the hopes and dreams of Porsche fanatics crazy for a stick shift. Replacing the former GT3's 475 horsepower 3.8-liter, the new model's 4.0-liter engine produces 500 horsepower. Torque is up, too, to 339 pounds-to-foot compared with 324. Specifications junkies will note that those figures match those of the GT3 RS and the 911R. Porsche did tweak the engine's internals, borrowing valve train tips from the 911R SR race car and adding a new oils pump, a stiffer crankshaft, a larger diameter main bearing, and a mildly tweaked intake. The 4.0-liter flat-six is a mechanical beast that Porsche claims can propel the 2018 GT3 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds and runs out of steam at 197 miles per hour. Those figures are for the PDK-equipped model. The stick-shift version's 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration claim is softer, 3.8 seconds. Although top speed inches up by 1 mile per hour to 198 miles per hour. Gauging how the 911 GT3 will accelerate in the real world is tough to estimate. We've tested the hardcore R, and it reached 60 miles per hour in 3.4 seconds. Thus we suspect the 2018 GT3 will outpace Porsche's claims, if only just. Either way, the GT3 is about more than straight-line acceleration. Porsche has kept the rear-wheel steering system of the 2014 GT3. The setup can steer the rear wheels either with or against the front wheels to sharpen turn-in and enhance high-speed stability. Dynamic engine mounts do their part to lock down the engine in high G corners and stabilize the handling, and an electronically controlled limited-slip rear differential helps deliver the mighty engine's torque to the pavement. Why, yes, it looks like a GT3. As before, the 911 GT3 wears an appropriately angry mug up front and an aggressive carbon fiber wing in back. Drivers are treated to the small diameter steering wheel that borrows design inspiration from the 918 supercar's tiller, as well as 3 seat options. The base seat has electric height and backrest adjustment. Positively decadent, for a GT3, 18-way power adaptive sport seats plus are available and bring with them electric steering column adjustment and a memory function. For the diehards, fixed back carbon fiber bucket seats are on offer, too. Once again, the GT3 tosses aside the 911's rear seats in favor of lower mass, although Porsche's quoted weights for the 2018 model are more or less the same as its claims for the old model, and the 911 are Porsche's improved infotainment system, which made its debut on the 2017 718 Boxster and Cayman models before spreading to the 911.